Ever feel like you're about to take that next exciting step? Finally post that offer, apply for the market, or pitch the idea. But then your body just slams the brakes. One minute you're ready, and the next you're frozen in place, suddenly unsure, suddenly tired, suddenly doing anything but the thing you know will make all the difference in your handmade business. It just doesn't make sense. You want it, you've planned for it, you've journaled about it, you've lit the candle and saged the room. And yet, here you are, scrolling instead of doing the thing. If this sounds familiar, I want you to know you are not lazy. You're not broken or unmotivated. There's something much deeper happening here, and in this video, we're going to break it all down. So, what causes that freeze response, even when you're wildly excited to move forward? And how can you begin to work with your resistance instead of fighting it? If you're tired of sabotaging your own progress and want to feel confident in your next steps, hit that subscribe button and let's get into it. This isn't about motivation, it's about your nervous system. You're not stuck because you're unmotivated. You're stuck because your nervous system thinks your next step isn't safe. So let's zoom out for a second. Our nervous system is wired for survival, not success. So anytime you go to do something new, vulnerable, or even remotely visibility related, your brain does a quick scan. Is this going to get me rejected, embarrassed, or overwhelmed? If the answer is even maybe, your body hits the brakes. This is called a freeze response. It's one of the trauma responses your body can default to when it senses danger, even if that danger is just fear of judgment or not having all the answers. It might look like overthinking your email copy for hours, rewriting your post 15 times and never publishing it, suddenly reorganizing your entire workspace instead of doing the one thing that moves the needle. This doesn't mean you don't want it. It means your system is trying to protect you from perceived risk, even if that risk is outdated or rooted in past experiences. So, what do you do instead of pushing through and burning out? First, you're going to get curious. What does this freeze protect you from? Try gentle grounding, deep breaths, movement, or placing your hands over your heart. You can also try my free Balance and Thrive starter kit, which includes a short Reiki meditation designed specifically to calm your system when resistance is high. If this is hitting home, the starter kit is waiting for you in the description. Now, freezing isn't always about fear. Sometimes it's actually about your identity. So let's get into it. Resistance is a sign you're outgrowing an old identity. You know that feeling when your outside life starts outpacing how you see yourself inside? Your brain loves consistency. So when you start showing up in bigger, more visible ways, making bold offers, creating new income streams, calling yourself a business owner, your brain might freak out a little bit because your self image just hasn't caught up yet. Psychologists call this cognitive dissonance. When your actions don't match your beliefs about who you are, your brain tries to resolve the tension. It sounds like, who am I to be doing this? People are going to think I'm full of myself. What if they find out I don't have it all together? When you're resisting a next step, it's often not the step that feels hard, it's the identity shift that comes with it. So here's how you can support yourself through that shift. First, you're going to reframe your fear as a sign of growth. Like your aching muscles post workout, this resistance means you're strengthening your identity. Next, use affirmations that speak to your becoming, like, I am learning to see myself as a confident and capable business owner. You see, affirmations that acknowledge the process are easier for your subconscious to accept. Claiming, I am confident, feels like the biggest lie when every fiber of your being feels the complete opposite. But claiming, I am learning, growing, and discovering often feels like a manageable step forward. Third, you're going to visualize the version of you who has already taken the step and ask what they need to feel safe to show up today. If all of this feels relatable, but you still can't seem to break through, it might be because you're missing one last kind of support. So you made the plan, you blocked the time, and you still bailed. Following through on scary goals isn't about willpower, it's about support, internal support. Too many handmade business owners try to brute force their way to success, but sustainable action comes from inner safety and clear priorities. Most people skip right to the strategy, but without emotional support from within or around you, nervous system regulation, or clarity on your vision and values, you're setting yourself up to fizzle out. Or worse, crash and burn. That laziness or lack of discipline you've been judging yourself for, it's just your inner self asking for a different kind of support. What helps most here is combining practical reflection with energetic integration. That's exactly what the Balance and Thrive Starter Kit was built to do. We have the Wheel of Life to reflect on what needs nourishing, journal prompts to craft a flexible game plan to bring life into balance. Yes, even on your incredibly busy days. And there's a short Reiki meditation to help your system receive that clarity with more ease. Download your starter kit using the link below. It's free, it's powerful, and it could be the thing that finally gets you unstuck. And if you want to see how a single journaling prompt helped me break through resistance and finally move forward, I'll walk you through it step by step in the next video. But first, what's the next step that you want to take, but you keep freezing up on? Share it in the comments so we can support each other through it. And remember, you are not flaky. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You're just a human with a body that wants to protect you, a brain that craves clarity, and a heart that knows you're meant for more. Let this be the moment you give yourself a new kind of support, one that honors your full self, your goals, your energy, and your growth. Download the Balance and Thrive Starter Kit to begin. And I'll see you in the next video where I'll share how I turned resistance into steady progress and how you can too.